Ellen Wille just launched some brand new synthetic wig styles, and I am here to show you the shortest one of the bunch. This is a State Mono in the color Hazelnut Mix. For all my short-haired wig sisters, we're going to learn all about this style, and we're also going to learn about this color, and I will show it to you inside and outside. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. I am actually partnering with Ellen Wille to bring you this review. I reached out and asked if they would like any help sharing the new styles that they just launched. They offered to send me a State Mono, and I love a good short style, and I thought you guys might like to know about it too, and I'm really grateful that they gave me the opportunity to show this to you. I will put some information in the description box below this video. If you just drop that down, I'll put some retailer suggestions. You can purchase this one anywhere that carries Ellen Wille, the brand Ellen Wille, and I'll give you some ideas below, and if I have a coupon code for any of them, I'll include that as well. Let's take a look at this one from all sides. One thing I love about Ellen Wille as a brand, they are generally known for being a more low density brand with little to no permatease on most of their styles. This style right here, there is no traditional permatease. I am touching straight down to cap. There's nothing up here to give volume except for the cut. So we have a lot of really short layers up here on the top. So you can actually really play with this and you can get some height. We do have a lace front on this one. Let me get this one, make sure she's situated. So that's the lace front right there, and because of the way this is cut, it does have a full bang. You can kind of sweep the bangs to the side, but they're pretty short, so you're not going to really see a whole lot of that lace front. Silicone on the ear tabs, which gives you a little bit of grip right there. An extended lace front, a full monotop, so you have the appearance of scalp on the whole top, and the rest is open wefted. And then you also have this silicone strip on the nape. Throw her back on so that you can see how I do it. Is I just dive right into the wig, I place it right on my forehead, stretch the cap over, and then grab those ear tabs to make sure they're centered, and that is the best way to adjust it so that you're not pulling on that lace and stretching it out. Love that if you wanted to really smooth this out, you absolutely can. As you can see, it doesn't have any poof or volume if you just want to smooth it down with your hands or with some product. So I think this wig is going to give a lot of flexibility. You can get some lift and volume just due to the cut, or you can smooth it out so that it isn't poofy. Either way, I think this is going to work for a ton of women. Another option, and one of my favorite things to do with short wigs, is to style them with a styling product. My favorite is 𝘮𝑚 Peace Out Fiber Cream. This is a over 6-year-old tub. It's almost gone. It lasts forever, and a little bit goes a very, very long way. The tubs are black now, but one of the things I love most about this product is it allows you to do an awful lot and just a teeny bit emulsified in your fingers, allows you to do so much with your wigs, especially short wigs. If you wanted to kind of piece it out and, you know, maybe spike up some of that front, Peace Out Cream is really going to allow you to do that. If you felt like you were struggling to get it flat, you could use Peace Out Cream. Hold on, I've got a fiber in my eyes. You can use the Peace Out Cream to really smooth it down and any like fibers that might be sticking up. Just a tip for you, if you're new to wig wearing, don't be afraid to play with your wigs, to style them, to use accessories on them. And sometimes wigs out of the box are so fresh that they need a little dirtying up in order to be a little bit more malleable, and something like 𝘮𝑚 Peace Out Cream will help a lot with that. So just a tip, file it away for the future. I'll put a link in the description for more information. Let's talk about fit. Ellen Wille is known for running more average petite, so slightly smaller than average. And I feel that this wig is running pretty true to Ellen Wille's size. I have had Ellen Wille wigs run a little big lately, and so I think there is some variation in how these caps will fit you. I have all my measurements in the description box below so that you can compare them to yours. I am getting a little tiny bit of extra cap here. You can see when I do that. Very minimal. And what that means is you can be bigger than I am, kind of ear to ear or potentially front to nape, and have this cap still fit you. It does have room for a bigger head than mine to fit inside this cap, but not as much as some other brands. In addition, I am getting perfect placement of these ear tabs. These ear tabs are falling exactly where I like my ear tabs to fall, to give me a good balance between good coverage and comfort, so it doesn't press up on my ears, and so I can wear sunglasses with these a little bit more comfortably. What that means is if you are very much bigger ear to ear than I am, these ear tabs might fall a little bit higher on you. That isn't necessarily a bad thing, but what can happen is you don't get as much coverage on the side. So if you have bio hair to blend with your wigs, even if you have to use root touch-up powder to get the color to match a little bit better, then wigs that are a little small this way probably aren't a huge concern for you. You don't need those ear tabs to ride as low to give you as good of coverage. But these are little nuances you're not going to really know until you start trying some wigs. So if you've never tried Ellen Wille as a brand, and you are my size, a little bit smaller, or even a little bit larger, I think you could try Ellen Wille and see if it will work for you. When you're new, I always recommend buying from a company that has a good return policy because you got a little bit of a learning curve to deal with. But don't be afraid to keep a wig and play with it. There's so many helpful videos on YouTube teaching you how to do that, including on my channel. And sometimes you just got to bite the bullet and keep a wig and see what you can do. And finally, before we reach the color segment of this video, this wig is made with regular synthetic fibers, not heat-friendly synthetic. I'll tell you guys something. I personally prefer heat-friendly synthetic fibers on short wigs. I often feel as though they look a little more realistic. Sometimes regular synthetic fibers can be shiny. This looks like a heat-friendly synthetic to me as far as shine goes. I am not seeing any unnatural shine on this piece. The fibers feel great. So honestly, I have gotten to the point in my wig wearing journey where I almost never consider a regular synthetic anymore because I like heat friendly so much on short wigs. This one is great and I'm loving it. So if you have struggled with shine on wigs in the past, I wouldn't worry about that, at least not in this color. Color is a little tricky and some colors will be shiny and some won't, but as far as this color goes, not shiny at all. So let's talk about this color. Hazelnut Mix. This color is described as a medium brown base. Actually, I like to take them off when I talk about it. Then my lovely hair here, then I don't have to take away from you looking straight at this color. So medium brown base with a medium reddish brown and copper red highlights. Very much a coppery kind of dark auburn. This is not a rooted color, so it doesn't have like a specifically dark root at the top, but that brown base definitely is visible. This is a bit more of a brunette to me than some other hazelnut mixes that I've seen from Ellen Wille. Color application can vary from wig to wig, even if you're in the same brand and getting the same color. So please do keep in mind that the color could vary a little bit depending on the wig, if it's curly, if it's short, if it's long. If you like medium to dark browns, but you like a little bit of auburn, you don't mind kind of visible highlights that kind of makes it look like you went to the salon and had your hair colored, this could be a great one. It's going to look darker in here than it will outside, and that is how color works depending on the lighting. So let's get outside so you can see this one outside. And don't forget, there will be some more details in the description. Thanks for watching. See you soon. All right, we are outside on an actually warm day. It has been pretty cold lately. There's lots of melting going on. You can see we've got snow, but not a ton. Not for Minnesota in January. So you can see out here with some filtered sunlight, the sun is really bright, but it's behind some high clouds. It doesn't look as dark, and I don't think the copper pops as much. And this is just something you're gonna have to get used to on your own journey. Color is gonna look different in different lighting. So if you buy a wig, and you take it out of the box and you think, oh my gosh, this doesn't look like the video I watched or the pictures I saw, walk around with that wig into different lighting. Go outside, look at it in, if you have warm lighting in one room and maybe cool lighting in another, definitely try looking at it in lots of different lighting. You would be so surprised. There you go. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.